All right. We are live. What's going on, everybody? It's Rob Garcia, the Warrior Strategist, and Merry Christmas. Finally decided to do a broadcast on Christmas morning, catch up with everybody. Broadcasting live to 7 different places. And just wanted to talk Christmas, holidays, thoughts from the veteran perspective, and just see how you guys are doing. So right off the bat, I'm going to give a shout out to the sponsors, of course, because they're the ones that help keep the lights on and keep me going. And first sponsor we're going to talk about is Devil Dog Brew Coffee. DevilDogBrew.org. You can get this. It is a great, great coffee. They sent me an amazing 3-pack. This is Burundi. They sent me French roast and espresso. This company employs disabled Marines and does a lot for the community. Very high quality coffee. I've been enjoying this for quite some time now. Be sure and check them out. Love this. Definitely one of the reasons I've been able to pull some crazy hours and get a lot more done in my day. Devil Dog Brew Coffee. Also, of course, long-lasting knife. Mike's Damascus LLC. Mike made me this custom tactical knife, but the one I really enjoy actually the most is the kitchen knife that Mike made and put my military rank on it. Look at this bad boy. Bam! Master Sergeant Rob Garcia, USAF. Beautiful, high quality. It's got some good weight to it. And it's excellent in the kitchen as well as for home security if I have a perimeter breach. So this is very, very useful knife. Thank you, Mike. All his knives are custom made. Come with their own unique fitted sheath so that you don't accidentally chop a finger off. Mike'sDamascusKnives.com. Thank you so much, Mike Peterson. Unbelievable quality. All right. Always got to give the sponsors a shout out. All right, we got Stephanie Treasure popping on, Joe Nicasio, Jillian Clark. Hello, everybody. All right. Let's see. So much to talk about. So first of all, I've been up since 4 a.m. and I had a client call this morning, and he didn't want to disrupt his family's Christmas stuff, obviously, but we had some deliverables we had to work on. So I slept on the couch, set some alarms, and I went to bed at 6 p.m. last night on Christmas Eve. I know that sounds psychotic. And then I woke up 8 p.m., half awake, just wasn't sure what was going on, came downstairs, and I slept on the couch like a divorced dad. Woke up this morning, had an amazing call with him. We always have great calls, and I always feel rejuvenated after talking to him. That really is, I was reflecting on this, and that really is the hallmark of why I have such a deep respect for my fellow veterans in business, because we get the job done. And if we have to sacrifice some sleep, if we have to work asymmetrical hours, if we have to do things that the average person would be like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? Veterans will get it done. And that's how we're conditioned. That's how we're trained. We're a different breed. It's why, 10% of the population can actually qualify to serve, to be a veteran. So I'm just proud of my veteran friends out there that are out there getting it done, setting the standard for others to follow. And it's one of those things that's not lost upon me. For someone to actually take the time on Christmas Day when they're supposed to, they're spending it with their family, they get up early and they're like, hey, we're going to get on this call. We're going to get some content done. We're going to get some deliverables done. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day with my family as I should. That's worth getting up at 4 a.m. for. Just saying. All right. So getting ready to open presents, eat French toast bake for breakfast. Doug Berry says, Merry Christmas. Jillian Clark, Feliz Navidad, and good morning. I think Jillian's still in Canada. She went on a little journey, which is awesome. Okay, let's talk Christmas. So I did the standard Christmas dinner. Christmas felt super subdued this year. I didn't even watch Christmas movies. I should probably carve out some time for one of them today. But honestly, all my Christmas effort went into the holiday party that I had 2 weeks ago, and it was incredible. I started counting names, and I had 30 people plus inside and out of my home. One Friday, 2 Fridays ago. Unbelievable time. Some of my buddies stayed over and stayed the weekend with me, and I hadn't seen in a long time. And they're incredible guys. And it was just a great time. I got really good feedback from everybody. They all really enjoyed the party. There was no drama. Nobody stole my watches. Nobody broke anything. Everybody made like a lot of new friends. And what I really tack it up to, like a good holiday party, is having different friend groups, right? Having friend groups that are cohesive. I handpick my party invite list. I don't just invite the general population. So I picked some people from next door that were cool, that seemed normal. They all were. Some were complete strangers. I was like, hey, having a party. You have a good vibe. Come visit. And so had some strangers coming, some new friends, and then a couple different friend groups, some veterans, some business owners, my buddy Fernando, just Brett Davis, all these great people. And the vibe of the party was incredible. I served roast beef and lasagna, and you can always tell a good party when you wake up in the morning and the food trays look like a wild animal has attacked them. They are literally licked clean. There is no food left, right? That's a testament. There was a tiny bit of lasagna left. There was no roast beef. My crock pot was completely empty. But this is what happens when you make really good, like all day roast beef that takes, in the crock pot. It's like a stew. It takes 6 hours to make. And then I added spicy stuff to it. But I had an amazing party. And the party was really the kickoff for the holiday season. And like I said, last night was super subdued. And it just, for those of you who have families, this is a great time of the year for your families to catch up, to call the relatives you actually give a shit about, to, make your kids, make some memories for your kids. You only get so many Christmases as a little kid. You got to cherish them, I just saw a video my buddy's wife posted where they got Santa Claus to come to the house to visit their daughter, and I couldn't stop laughing. That is so cool, right? Can you imagine a knock at the door and a dead ringer for Santa Claus just comes in and hangs out? My God, just unbelievable. And then I guess my buddy has a reindeer, a giant, looked like a stuffed or plastic or something reindeer in his hallway. That was just incredible. I don't know. Some people just do Christmas right. But anyway, yeah, last night was subdued. I always make a crazy holiday dinner, and a Valentine's Day dinner. Whether it's almost always out of what I say out of spite, but really it's just more a chance for me to flex in the kitchen. Last night was no exception. Cocktail shrimp, seafood bisque with crab and lobster and shrimp, a giant prime rib, and a couple of martinis, seasonal vegetables. Just standard holiday meal, but it was awesome. All right. Just looking through comments. All right. So I guess my next question, everybody's watching this, what are you guys planning on doing this week? Are you traveling anywhere? Are you, just hanging out with family? Are you going to attend some stuff? San Diego has a lot of really cool Christmassy type stuff, but you got to beat the crowds. The restaurant that I live above has had a New York style line out the side of the sidewalk for weeks now, because this is their holiday decor inside out restaurant. So it's the best display of the year. Everyone's out there, taking pictures for their Instagram, their videos and stuff. The restaurant's packed. But even I can't get a reservation. It's insane. But yeah, they really do it up right. There's the what is it? There's a light display in Balboa Park, some other stuff. Traffic gets all crazy, but then again, there's like certain tours you can do, things like that. So it's kind of fun to get out and travel around San Diego and just see like all the houses lit up or all the the festivities. I might go to Balboa Park and check it out soon. Kevin Baker says, off the rest of the year, going to hang out with the family is all he has planned. Nice. Yeah, man, that's a good thing. Kev, jump on Xbox, dude. Hit me up on DayZ. Let's go. You know, I got the private server for a reason, so I play Xbox with my degenerate friends. That's the whole reason. All right, but honestly, great holiday. Can't complain. Take the time to just call some people today. Send out 1,000 Merry Christmas text messages if you need to. Talk to that relative you haven't talked to in a while. Just appreciate it. Another holiday, being alive, being able to celebrate people, having gratitude in your heart, all that good stuff. I would. Kevin, good move strategically. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I would love to play on the private server with you guys, and then we could just let your kid go off. We could get him a car, send him off to the wilderness, give him some gear. I've been on my private server a lot for DayZ, and if you guys have an Xbox, come play DayZ with me. My God, it'll change your life. It's so fun. All right. Doug Berry says, 9 to 5 job this week, normal stuff, mail out more Jaspers. Excellent. Doug, I want to give you a shout out real quick. For everyone that doesn't know Doug Berry, Air Force veteran, the author of the Jasper the Rabbit book series. He just got stuffed Jaspers, which was a great expansion move. I like the fact that Doug did his upgrade. And I've been really focusing on upgrades during the holidays because obviously I don't have a family. I'm not, I'm single right now. So I'm just kind of really focusing on stuff that's going to make my life better. And so upgrades are important. I upgraded to StreamYard. I bought a refurbed laptop so I could use the highest definition of my camera. So now you can get like this real detail in these broadcasts that are going out to like 7 different social media platforms. You can see the shame and despair in my eyes, like in great magnified detail, good or bad. Jared says off work until January 11th. So he's doing client work, new feature for veteran database, working on a new product, fishing on warm days. That's badass. Jared, honestly, I am very, very jealous that you get to fish. Fishing looks really fun. We can do it here in San Diego. We got charter boats. We got little lakes. We got all kinds of stuff. I've just never really thought of it. But it sounds fun as hell to like go on a charter boat with like 6 of your friends and drink all day and just possibly catch something. And I would want one of those fancy charter boats that city people get where, you catch the fish and then somebody else like prepares it and skins it for you, because we don't do those things, especially in the Air Force. We have others that handle actual work. But going back to upgrades, upgrades are the cornerstone of your business, whatever you do. And remember that it's important to look at the things you're weak at in your business and to punch the dragon. And I've been talking about punching the dragon for like 2 years. Punch the dragon just means you take an honest deep dive at what your business is weakest in. Okay. Whether it's finances, taxes, outbound marketing, PR, sales, whatever. And you directly address it. And so, like I said, I have an upgrades list. It's a sticky on my computer. It's got 7 items. And I'm tackling each one. I've gotten 2 of them out of the way. I'm really proud of myself because it's the stuff I procrastinate on, as a lot of us do. So I got the upgrade to the broadcasting, which I'm doing right now. So this is going out to LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook groups, my Facebook main, all that stuff. But I also wrote my tactical CEQ guide. And I just did the upgrade, and I can actually announce it this week. I'll probably launch it this week, the print version. But understand that the tactical CEQ guide I've wanted to write for 2 years. It's literally tacked up on my wall with chapter ideas. And I've wanted to get it out, just write it up. And Thanksgiving Day, I gave up Thanksgiving, spent all day, I think 10 hours writing it from scratch, 50 pages. I've had some sales, which I'm very grateful for. But I punched the dragon. And I got really serious about what I wanted to accomplish and the stuff I was putting off. And for whatever it is that you're working on, just ask yourself an honest question. Like, why are you procrastinating? Like, why are you putting it off? Why are you always finding something else to do versus that thing? Make that list. and be honest with yourself about jumping on it and getting it done, because it feels incredible. And I've got a couple things I need to work on for sure. I got to get better at Attract Well, CRM software. I'm paying for every single month, and it's amazing software. I just haven't had time to completely utilize it in the way that I should. I'm going to automate all my social media. That means I have to write all new content and just sit down for a few hours, put in the work, which is fine. I love creating social media that helps people. But once again, this requires immense creativity. It requires like strategic planning, all that good stuff. It's got to look good. It's got to go out at the right times, all this bullshit. And then I also want to automate my email campaign, and then also release some freebies so that I can grow the email list. So all these small things add to building your empire, and you got to take it in chunks. Like if I thought about the magnitude of the things I want to do, it would break me. But I've read a lot of books about BUDS training and about, Navy SEALs that successfully navigate and get through the training. And really, they just try and make it to the end of the day. That's all they focus on. They don't think about it. The ones that think about the bigger picture get overwhelmed. And if you can only imagine pain and suffering for, 6 months to a year, you'll wash out, you'll ring the bell. But if you just get through your day and you do the best you can every single day, and you just focus on making it to that next checkpoint, that next meal, that next, that next run, whatever, small chunks, you can build the pyramids. You can do anything. And Jared says he's finally starting to rebuild his digital agency. His to-do list is nuts. Add sprints to your workflow. That way you don't overload yourself. Constantly prep for the future. Yeah, absolutely, man. And Jared, you're a great efficiency expert. I love what you're doing. Veteran database looks like an incredible project. I know that these things don't happen overnight, but there are ways to build the following to get people around you. And I love the clothing you sent me, dude. All of it looks really good. Thank you, by the way. Huge thank you, Jared, for the clothing, the hat, everything. And yeah, I got ideas and ways that we can help each other for sure, man. It's all about growth. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna be working on this week. I've got a couple of client projects I'm working on. I signed a new 3-month client, so I'm going to be starting his campaign build for PR visibility. Going to be tasking my VA with a bunch of stuff, which is awesome. And sometimes it's important to just go to a coffee shop or go someplace where you can be creative with a piece of graph paper and just map out everything you're working on. A lot of us are multifaceted, which means that we're working on a lot of projects at once, and we don't take the time to just circle the wagons, review our notes, come up with fresh ideas, and then task ourselves. Projects need to be maintained. Milestones need to be, mapped out. Every Monday, I sit down with a strategy session, and I drink some coffee, and I take a bunch of graph paper. I read a little, some business books, and I just say, okay, what's the next step for this project? What's the next milestone? How do I take this client to the next level? What do I do? And it's important to do this because too many people wake up and they're reactive to their business and to life versus proactive. You don't want to get into that pattern where you're just waking up every day and stuff is happening to you and you have barely any control over it. You're just putting out fires and reacting to stuff. You want to get up, be on top of everything, make those powerful decisions, and be putting things into play. Think of them as success seeds in your garden that will grow and bear, vegetables or fruit, whatever you're planting. Maybe it's pot, who knows? No judgment. The things you work on should be for future success. This is important. I'm not trying to get too heavy on the business lesson on Christmas morning. I'm not that autistic. But this is stuff I love talking about, and I haven't done a business broadcast in a bit, so bear with me. The things you work on should have meaningful and significant impact on your future. So when I spend Thanksgiving writing the Tactical CEQ Business Visibility Guide, it's for future income, but it's also to help people to have PR plans that maybe can't afford to work with me one-on-one. It's a way to pick my brain, to get an amazing strategy guide for your business. And I'm not here to pitch the product. I'm just talking about the why. So that's a source of income. When I buy a refurbed laptop and I upgrade to StreamYard, now I can broadcast to 7 places at once. That's omnipresence. When I completely automate my social media plan, and it'll take hours and hours and hours, but once it's done, I just sit back, sales roll in, more people see my content, my message, more people can watch my videos on YouTube. All of that's significant. And that actually, the front work is tough, but once you can sit back and you're everywhere, that's the payoff. So it's all about omnipresence has always been the plan for me, because I do too much of it manually. I do too much of it on the cuff, and I'm always big on strategic planning. And omnipresence is something that if you have a personal brand, everybody should be focusing on automating their emails, automating their social media, having DIY sales, stuff like that. And Jared's like, yeah, man, create a plan that's 90 days out, update it daily. Yes, Jared, I agree. 3-month strategy sessions, very important. Understanding what projects you're working on. And dude, you feel my pain. You and I are on an aligned path. Because we're working multiple projects and we have to be our own project managers in our head while still interacting with other people, still, chasing metrics and analytics and checking for progress, all that stuff. Multiple projects are a blessing and a curse because, at times we're just overwhelmed. There are times when I have to just turn off my brain, play some Xbox, watch wrestling, just completely unplug, because I've been thinking way too hard and making so many decisions that you get overwhelmed, So I can only imagine what it's like on the tech side, Jared. But I appreciate all you do, all the help, all the support. All right. Yeah, the to-do list, man. The way that hard chargers do it, the way that I get so much done. First of all, I'm going to go completely off subject, so just bear with me. This is Rob's Christmas morning ramble, so it's going to be a little everything. You guys know that I'm nonlinear when I speak. One thing I've been doing for my own production that's helped in performance is polyphasic sleep. So around the beginning of November, you guys read this in my Medium article, I had the toughest month of business I think I've ever had. I had 4 different things happen that were money related. I ended a relationship that was very, very meaningful to me. But I had to make a drastic upgrade in my life, the way I was managing myself. And so I got into polyphasic sleep again. I got into far more exercise. I was just in a bad place at the beginning of November. I'd gained a bunch of weight. I got up to like 250, 252, which is like my outer limits. The Air Force literally measured me and said, you need to go to your medical provider and like get a plan in writing now, because that's how they counsel people that are, we'll say, husky kings. So I was just in a bad place. So I just started transforming into Rob 2.0. And I got to a place where I lost like 15 pounds. And then I was beach running. I was exercising regularly. I was in a better place mentally. But polyphasic sleep was really good for me. And obviously sleep is different for everybody. What works for me might not work for you, but this is what did it for me, is 6 hours, going to bed at like 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m., waking up at 2 or 3, and then having from like 2 or 3 till 5 or 6 to work, an hour or 2 of exercise, like hard exercise, running, lifting weights at the gym, running and the gym, just mixing it up. Maybe if I can't get to the gym, I've got like some 35s here that I can do an entire workout. And then maybe a short run, whatever. Point is, polyphasic sleep allowed me the flexibility to get more work hours in without sacrificing mental health or anything like that. And then take a nap in the middle of the day, like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and I just lay on the couch. I don't even set an alarm. I just lay on the couch and I keep going until my body wakes me up and I have enough REM sleep. By then it's like probably 2:30, 3, and I still have a couple more hours of work, and then I still feel refreshed and I pass out at like 7 p.m. And I don't feel tired. I don't feel exhausted. And I get a lot more done in my day. So that's what I've been doing, because my theory is that nothing really goes on that's interesting from like 8 p.m. to 10 or 11 p.m. What are you doing? You're sitting around, you're eating, you're watching TV, you're just wasting time. Maybe you're doing video games, maybe you're doing whatever. You're just not being productive in those hours. So why not incorporate sleep into those hours, wake up super early, and be able to be superhuman? And so that's what I've been doing. And Jared's right. Brain FM, caffeine, to-do list, hard work, dedication. Exactly. That's why you'll win, Jared, because you get it. And you throw in, regular exercise in the mix. You throw in 20, 30 minutes of reading a couple times a week, learning new skills. So that's one thing that I've also been working on is skill building. I'm going to take a PR course out of the University of Colorado that's free. And once I'm finished with it, I can buy the certificate. And I'm kind of excited about that because I've never taken a PR course before. I've read a lot of PR books and I've done really well building my business and my results. But being a certified PR, expert would be awesome for the resume. So that's one thing I've been doing for skill building. I want to get better at Attractwell. I want to reverse engineer like how people are using Attractwell for their businesses. And I need to get better at TikTok because my videos, I see a lot of people that are, doing editing and doing like really cool effects and stuff. And I've done real basic stuff on it. So, and then I'm also going to get an intern, create an internship program for IQ Podcasts, like all this stuff. So the point is, don't get lax on your skill set. Look at your business processes and figure out what it is that would be beneficial for you to get better at, for you to learn. I'm a big proponent of self-learning. It's called autodidactic learning, self-education. I taught myself how to be a visibility expert. I taught myself how to make a magazine. I taught myself how to self-publish books. It's all about processes and systems, and learning becomes fun when you match it with the things that you enjoy, right? I love writing. I get a lot of compliments on my writing. So I started a magazine. I wrote all these books. I read a blog, blah, 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 all this stuff. Content machine. But because of that, I developed my entire career around writing because it's where I really take pleasure. It doesn't feel like a job. It's not a job if you're having fun. It's just not. So anyway, I think more people should embrace that. All right. That's about all I got for today. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in to Rob just babbling incoherently about a variety of topics while slamming Devil Dog Brew coffee. I wish you guys all the best today. I hope you're having some amazing Christmas food, enjoying time with your families. I'm going to be calling up my grandma later today and my sister. And, it's cliche, but I'll say it. If you know somebody that's deployed, reach out to them. This is a tough time for them. Being deployed or being on active duty during the holidays and away from the family sucks mentally. So just make sure to reach out to them, ask them how they're doing. They could probably use a phone call. Don't just send them a text that says Merry Christmas. God, don't be an asshole. Just call them. Okay, they want to hear a voice. They want to hear a freaking person. If you know somebody deployed, set up a Zoom call, do something. Our veterans give up holidays. Our veterans give up a lot in order to provide the blanket of freedom we all sleep under. And I remember those days. I remember the holidays were super, super lonely, away from my family. Thank God for Mike and Dina Russell, who always gave us holiday parties and fun. All right. I'm going to jump back to it. I'm going to mix up business and fun today. Maybe go for a run, do some stuff. But thanks for tuning in. Jared, Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. If you guys need anything, reach out tomorrow. Not today, not Christmas Day. Don't be a psycho. Just reach out tomorrow, and we will focus on your success. All right. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. It's Rob Garcia, the Warrior Strategist. As always, Stay famous. See ya.